I honestly can't even believe I'm saying this, but Ken and Bomb Soldier are going to play Melee in 2025. If you're a newer Melee fan, maybe you don't know who these players are or why this is so absolutely fucking insane, so let me break it down for you. Also, make sure you subscribe if you want to see more Melee on your feed. Anyway, two old school pioneers of the game who have not competed in Melee in decades are going to duke it out in a 1-to-5 show match at an invitational tournament in Tokyo at the end of this year. This is Ken, who some people refer to as the King of Smash, or if you're a Survivor fan, one of the contestants on Season 17 in Gabon. Ken was the first person to ever win what is considered a major tournament in Melee, and he was a massive figure in establishing the competitive scene as we know it. But 20 years ago, and on the other side of the world, Ken was warned about a creative and aggressive Falco player who had the potential to beat some of the best players out there. His name was Bomb Soldier, and he was literally 12. Bomb Soldier was an up-and-coming Falco player in Japan around 2005, and when he attended Jack Garden tournament, he tore through the top local players of that era and ended up facing Ken in Grand Finals. It was in that Grand Finals where Melee truly began to witness a collision of concepts. Ken introduced Marth chain grabbing to Japan, while Bomb Soldier introduced Falco pillar combos and an aggressive playstyle unlike anything the West had ever seen. Bomb Soldier would lose his only match ever played against Ken at that tournament, and in terms of major attendance, he would only go to one more tournament before seemingly disappearing forever. It's actually, I think, one of the biggest what-ifs in Melee's history. Bomb Soldier was considered so far ahead of his time, a prodigy with a technical ability and blistering speed no one of that era had ever seen before. And even for that very short tenure with competitive Melee, he would go down as one of the most influential Falco players of all time. If you've watched almost any set of competitive Melee, you may have seen Falco players hit a shine into up B to KO off the top blast zone. That's literally called the Bomb Soldier. So to have these two old school legends of the game dust off the sticks 2 decades later to play in 2025 is completely insane. I have more or less dedicated my life's work to telling the stories of this game, and this is a bit of history that predates my entry into Melee. I mean, that set happened when I was 7, so I guess you could say I'm excited. Anyway, they'll be playing at Nouns Invitational Tokyo this December, the first time a Melee major has happened in Japan in over 20 years, so make sure you tune in.